fired them.
The company fired you for stopping a robbery? They're claiming that I violated their non-confrontation policy. Actually, they're just a bunch of cheap bastards trying to deny me my pension. After 20 years of service, she's just 1 month shy. So, you're going to take my case? Or make a liar out of Terry? In the last year, 3 of your employees violated your no-confrontation policy and stopped a robbery. My client was the only one fired.
Unlike those other confrontations, only your client got physical with the thief.
You should say thank you. She saved store property. And not to mention, Rita has been a perfect employee for almost 20 years. This is a sham accusation to rob her of her pension, and you know it.
A perfect employee. I'd like to show you a little video that a coworker put together for our Christmas party.
Okay.
Now, she's supposed to greet customers with a smile. Instead, well, take a look for yourself.
Excuse me, sir. Let me save you from a bad decision. That microwave is so slow, you could start a frozen burrito on Cinco de Mayo. Feliz Navidad. That pizza has both filling and cheese. I looked at the box, at least it has fiber. It's like a 20-year-old. Starts off great, but doesn't last very long.
Ms. Bingham, we don't pay customer service reps to badmouth our products.
I would still like to speak to your supervisor.
I already brought this up with the head of HR, and Miss Curtis will not be back at 1 stop.
It's 2 a.m. Oh, did we wake you? I have something to show you. Oh, okay. It's Employee of the Year medallions. 94, 99, 05, 08. Congratulations. Can we talk about this later? Rita heard about your setback. Jane, you can't let them fire me. They have cause, Rita. I have an impeccable record for millions. Had an impeccable record for 19 years. In fact, you were described as sweet and soft-spoken until 11 months ago when you refused to let a customer buy stretch bands, which I totally did. You lost a good call. Since 28 other infractions. I finally started to speak my mind. I need to tell them. I'm sorry.
Guess I'm not so unlucky.
She was driving when we were cut off. She tried to stop, but there wasn't enough time. The doctors resuscitated me, but not her. Lauren was my hero. She was strong and straightforward. I missed her so much. But in my grief, I found her strength. So, as a customer service representative, in order to honor her, I had to always tell the truth, even if the big boss man didn't like it. So, when you were warning customers about the product, everything you said was truthful. Of course, I may have added my own colorful flair, but I am not a liar. Your Honor, we wish to drop, pursuit, and refile for the unlawful firing of a whistleblower.
Are you kidding?
For your client to achieve whistleblower status, she needs to have alerted company officers or a government entity of the wrong.
My client may not be sufficiently sophisticated to follow the letter of California Labor Code 1102, but she honored its spirit by preventing One Stop from pushing substandard products.
This is ridiculous.
You are ridiculous. Enough.
Ms. Bingham, if you can prove that your client acted in the spirit of the Federal False Claims Act, I'm open to hearing it. But you had better have solid evidence.
Rita, I need you to make a list of all of the products and brands. I can help you. I'm all over it. Those suckers are going down.
You people are really something.
Excuse me?
Your case has no merit. After it's dismissed, I'm pushing for sanctions against your firm.
Rita.
It's that lack of control that got you fired in the first place.
Rita, I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't control her. Lauren, your sister. Do you remember when I told you that I changed my behavior to honor Lauren?
Yeah?
Well, there's more to it than that. Ever since the accident, I know this is going to sound crazy, but Lauren's soul is right here. What do you mean right there? Lauren's spirit is inside of me. After the accident, I died. So Lauren's spirit literally entered my body. I am Lauren. The company fired you for stopping a robbery? They're claiming that I bought...
You ready to go on an unhealthy session with my client.
That's crazy. That's like 30-second queue time.
Skill break.
Ooh, how am I meant to play this video game anymore? Why? Why would they do this?
Skill break.
Mini brands, but vinyl. And the coolest thing about the vinyl is that they really work. Satisfying feel. Satisfying time. Vinyl number 1. I'm so excited. The first one we got is a key.
And men don't have babies.
Objection, Your Honor.
Isn't it true that you asked Dr. Lawson to perform tubal ligation after giving birth because you didn't want any...
Mila, honey, can you come?
Oh, it's off. Stop funding terrorists.
America has voted,
You'll need a top-notch
and the boy they want you to couple up with.
Behold my cosmic light.
What?
I'm still the same old Jean Grey, but I'm also
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
even when universes die, the phoenix always rises from the ashes.
Yes, what do I? Think you can help me decide?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Once you gave me my mission, nothing's going to stop you.
I am fire and life incarnate. Can't catch me. Pick up your toys, Moon Knight. Invisible? Ruin won't please me.
Double KO.
Hope I make the cut!
A nice deep freeze.
Reborn again. Good times.
Eternity?
Nice to have you all together. Names? Jesse Bunch.
Shut your bitch ass up. I'm trying to do some math right now, so anybody get me out of this chair. I'm sorry.
You don't understand, bro, man.
Stop. Stop.
What the fuck? Gosh, I'm scared.
Completely changed. The rules when you're little, and then we're going to talk about the rules of adult friendship. So when you're little, your entire life is organized around friendship and making it possible because you're with people your age all the time in class and sports. So you move in groups because you're on teams and you're in neighborhoods and you're always together. You also celebrate the same milestones. You're hitting the same birthdays. You're all talking about the next level of school or this thing this summer. You're watching the same movies because you're all the same age. And so there's so much synergy and relevance, and the conditions to spend a ton of time together are there. Then you get to university and you spend even more time together. And what happens when you hit your 20s, right, is that it moves from this big group sport where you just kind of expect to be around your friends all the time. You expect the group to get invited because that's what's always happening. You expect to see them all the time because you do always see them all the time. But then your 20s hit, the rules change, and what I call the great scattering happens. The rules of friendship completely change when your 20s hit. And I'm going to explain
the rules when you're little, and then we're going to talk about the rules of adult friendship. So when you're little, your entire life is organized around friendship and making it possible because you're with people your age all the time in class and sports. So true. You move in groups because you're on teams and you're in neighborhoods and you're always together. You also celebrate the same milestones.
Guess got you back after all. The moon haunts You're dead.
Shorty, and she looks like she wants to chase me.
The moon haunts
Happy to see me. She was shorty, and she looks like she wants to chase me. God, she go ahead and lie me. Is that the song in your car?
Hello guys. This is a bad announcement. It's really sad. It's something that I never expected. Hello guys. This is a bad announcement. It's really sad. It's something that I never expected was ever going to happen. It's something I never expected was ever going to happen.
Everyone in Celeb BC.
And all of a sudden I heard my voice.
Your friends should make you feel loved and supported and safe no matter what. Okay, like even if you say something that's illogical, even if you like something that the whole group doesn't like, your friends should still be able to make you feel loved and heard and supported despite your differences. Like it's totally normal for you to have different opinions than your friends. It's totally normal for you to love something and your friend to be like, ooh, I don't really like that. That's fine. But it becomes a problem when they're dismissing you, when they're not making you feel heard, when, you feel like they hate everything that you love, like anything that you are passionate about, they just shut you down. That's not good. A healthy friendship, a healthy relationship, there's differences, there's friction at times, there's conflict, but it doesn't even feel like conflict or challenge or friction because it's all happening within this safe sort of bubble that is your friendship. Your friends should make you feel loved and supported and safe no matter what. Okay, like even if you say something that's illogical, even if you like something that the whole group doesn't like, your friends should still be able to make you feel loved and heard too.
Guys, this can't be my lobbies, right?
Hello. In the case, I don't think I have a quiet.
Come on, boys. Won't you shake a full sinning hand? Yeah. Come on.
Resident Evil.
We did 100 on the land to see the sky.
So that's you and Big Trap. Yes. 87, 13.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, right? 87 plus 13 equals 100. So numerology again.
Yeah, no.
Some people.
If you're whitening,
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Someone's got to guard the galaxy. Might as well. Someone's got to guard the galaxy. Might as well be that.
I always felt like I was never really wanted around, so I had to make it myself.
Tough day?
Don't have nothing. I think the main three should be Dino, Phoenix, and Moon Knight. I think those are the best characters in the game right now. I get Namor's good with the 180, but it's only for diving, and he needs to aim it correctly and time it.
Well, I understand that you think they're the best. We have a Moon Knight on our team, so
I'm not thinking about just our team. I'm thinking about the enemy team. So what are you trying to do with variable?
I'm trying to say that you have to understand that if our team wants to play Moon Knight, let him play Moon Knight.
What are you, like 5 years old? If the kid's crying, you're gonna give him a box of candy?
No, I'm trying to think about it as a regular human and, trying to be nice.
No, you're not thinking of it as human. You're thinking of it as a peasant. Don't be a tool. Don't be a fool. Use your brain. Think of a variable and variance if you want to be human. Or doesn't go on two sides or one side.
Alright, man. You can use your big words.
There is no such thing as big words, just common sense. Or was that big word for you?
No, common sense is a regular word. Your brain too slow to understand me? I'll talk slower.
Thank you, please. He said you gotta think about variable.
Looks like the mission area is yours right now. Capture the
Well, it's safe to stay now. Until I miss you the most, I step away now. It'll make it harder whether this is right or whether we should do this.
The body in here.
You like music, right? You take and eat it, baby, it's your birthday.
Yeah, well, by the way, you can leave a friendship whenever, for whatever reason. That is completely your prerogative. But my advice would be, if it's something or a collection of sort of more minor things, could be an interesting opportunity to practice your communication skills, teach your friend about themselves a little more, give them an opportunity to grow, and potentially even develop a stronger friendship, maybe. Otherwise, you bring it up, who cares? And you have a heart-to-heart about it, and go from there. If your friend is like, oh my god, I am such an asshole to you, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna try to be better, hey, that could be awesome, and then you could potentially, you can do with that what you want. But if they're not like that, then that's the end of that. I will say, I mean, there also is a way to sort of slowly fizzle a friendship. If a friendship is sucking the life out of you, and maybe in your opinion, in your mind, you're like, bringing this up isn't even going to be helpful. Like, sometimes people suck the life out of us that aren't even bad people, you know? Good people can suck the life out of us. Trust me, I've experienced that many times. By the way, you can leave a friendship when...
And then this guy handed me this drink, and I was like, wait, that's not my drink. And he was like, well, yeah, I made it. And it wasn't, and I messed up, so you get to have it. So I was like, hey, thanks, dude. So now I have 2 drinks. Do it. Is it the, let me see if it's the dirty, it is the dirty. Oh my god. I didn't put it. It's downstairs. I'm a thug. I'm a thug, not a thug. Alright. You know, that's probably a good thing. I probably shouldn't drink it right now anyway. How long would you say it took you to learn mouse and keyboard Spidey? Well, I started playing this game on mouse and keyboard. Yeah, so I never started this game on console. I had a PC when I first got the game. So I don't know, like about roughly like 20-ish hours. Like, you know, so around when I got my Lord icon, I know is whenever I started like kind of cooking more. And then around 100 hours is when I'm feeling like super comfortable with the character. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, all right, this is lit. But yeah, did you ever have console or always PC? Yeah, I had console for most of my life, and then in 2022, I got a PC. How was there a squid still shooting me? I thought it was breaking LOS. But yeah, 2022 is when I got a PC. But other than that, I had a PlayStation and an Xbox. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Manners.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Well, my age is, well, my age is, well, my age
But I don't think you like me. I don't actually think that you like me. I don't know why you're insisting on being around me. You don't say nice things to me. I can imagine what you say when I'm not in the room, and I don't think it's much better than what I mean. You know what I mean? Like,
This found this in my grandma's jewelry box. It's got like plants next to it. It has tiny roses and thorns that are hold on. Stay with me.
music is playing, it's fine, so I can't hear it while I'm in game. Okay, I'll turn it up then. But I do have freaking,
making new friends will actually expose how fake you are. When you meet people who naturally include you and don't make you question your place, start realizing how much you used to tolerate. Like, why did it feel like I had to earn my spot before? Why did I feel anxious before everything? Why did being myself sometimes feel like a risk? And then you meet new people, and it's just no weird energy, no unspoken rules, no silent competition. Sometimes the hardest part about making new friends is accepting that feelings. Actually, making new friends will actually expose how fake you are. When you meet people who naturally include you and don't make you question your place, start realizing how much you used to tolerate. Like, why did it feel like I had to earn my spot before? Why did I feel anxious before everything? Why did being myself sometimes feel like this? And then you meet new people, and it's just easy. No weird energy, no unspoken, no silent competition.
That's not something that you want. And you want to know how I know this? I've got it. You can't treat ADHD like it's a personality trait. Like it's loud and chaotic and it's funny and it's, oh, I forgot my wallet. Must be my ADHD. Because I promise you, ADHD is not funny when you're the one living with it. It has nothing to do with the fast talking or the hyperfixations or the forgetting things or the I drank 3 Monsters at 3 a.m. and I reorganized my entire room. Because that's bullshit. What you do want to talk about is the fact that it slowly ruins your life. What you do want to talk about is the fact that you sit there for hours and you have a task in mind that you want to do, but your brain refuses to let you do it. I'm not talking about this simple procrastination. I'm talking about sitting in front of you, trying to do the task, but your brain won't let you. You're betting yourself to lose to win. Around the ball, you may see that like somebody being responsible while the entire time you're screaming inside the room. Because we start believing and we start thinking you're actually lazy. And yeah, we do forget things sometimes, but that's not what we want. We start 2026 economics predictions. Now, before this video, I'm posting a lot of different predictions for different units or subjects. So if you want a particular prediction from me, just follow me and comment down below what predictions you want. So for prediction 1, I think that protein is going to come up. Protein and maybe nutrition of a specific group. And that's genuinely because we've seen carbohydrates and fats and lipids come up before, and protein has been very central, especially around the time that your exam was drafted, and protein is just very central with Jay's speech. And here are the topics related to protein that I think are going to come up on your papers. So in the lab questions, I definitely think there's going to be a food commodities question specifically involving meat, cereals, and fish. Recently, we've seen a lot of yogurt and cheese, and I think this year that is what's going to come up. Here are the specific topics I think are going to come up underneath that. I think there could also be a food poisoning long question. I think that it's going to cover the HACCP and safe handling of food. And I'm going to put other topics I think could come up in this question down below. I think the social structures section could also come up about marriage, separation, divorce, just family structures in general, and challenging roles. Here is what I think is going to come up. I think a consumer rights question is more than likely to come up. Okay, this is something they love to ask, and here are the topics as well for that. There could be a resource management question.
I love Israel and Netanyahu, but I love to kiss the wall. Even the king's conquering and smart dark glorious lead with a lion's heart. Bomb at the UN red lines he draws, strong like the German machine. From the against the foes, he fights the fight. Money to Israel. Israel needs more money.
I'm gonna. And because business is oversold, you can't blame me. It's going to sound ridiculous, but macroeconomic indicator. It's better off today than it was a year and a half ago.
I was just getting nervous that like whoever's getting for Kim Jong-un's gonna be even more evil, and I feel like even though Kim Jong-un is crazy and a dictator and he's bad, he's not as bad as his father, and his father wasn't as bad as his father. So, is there a world where she, even though Kim Jong-un is actually training her since her childhood to be a dictator, is there a world where she's just as bad? Yeah, but I feel like there's also an equal chance that she's like worse. I'm also gonna have that stereotypical thing. I mean, to say this like sexist in some sense, but I think like it's nicer.
I've always wanted.
Like there are women dictators historically, but I'm saying like realistically, I don't think she will be as bad as Kim. I always think it's crazy. It's normal to miss people that we were once close to, even if they're too sick. It's normal to miss them. So all of the things that you're feeling are normal. They're not terrible. So what really is normal? It's just this like rhetoric that we're trying to just like don't wear that because then it's the psychological things. Like I didn't think that I was sexing that. I was like, this is so cool. I feel like I put Kathleen Hanna or like Courtney Love, all these people who are my heroes. Like I just think it's like losing the plot a little bit. Like I just think if we start acting in a way that's like
exhaustion angle. We posted a video yesterday. People in Ireland just are always constantly worrying about other people's stuff, other people's lives, what they're doing, and judging, talking behind backs and all that. And when I posted that video, I got a message from a guy who said, like, I'm from Ireland, I moved over to Manchester, and it's nothing like how there's no talking behind backs. But everything's just good for this stuff. He genuinely wants to, like, white people in Ireland like that. Like, why? I think such a this. There is pretty many people that are just indulged in other people's shit that are so much more to say. I
I really want to know why. Is it the way school is? Is it the way, like, I honestly want to know. It's confusing me. I posted a video yesterday about how people in Ireland just are always constantly worried about all the stuff. What they do, judge and talk about it.
Here's a parable.
As if the time has come again.
50 to 70% of ADHD children are utterly rejected by close friendships by second grade. It is, in fact, one of the more...
A lifetime. I believe it's a red flag when there are no disagreements or respectful, healthy fights. I actually think that's a red flag. Which, I know, to some of you, this is like, what? What are you talking about? Like, ideally, you're not fighting in a relationship. Yeah, that's what I've been in relationships where there were no conflicts, no arguments, barely any butting heads at all. And at the time, I thought to myself, wow, like, we're an anomaly. We're so healthy. It's not like this. Like, this is so easy. Look, we're not fighting enough. Do you know what was going on? We didn't even know each other that well. We knew each other well. We were dating. We spent a lot of time together. But we never got down to the thick of it. We weren't discussing our philosophies about life. We weren't discussing serious, heavy, important topics. We weren't showing our true, full range of emotion to each other. I believe it's a red flag when there are no disagreements or respectful, healthy fights. I just think that's a red flag. Which I know, to some of you, this is like, what? What are you talking about? Like, ideally, you're not fighting in a relationship.
I was so okay with being the second choice that I literally found myself with that every girl that you talk to would end up not liking me. It's because I knew it wasn't the fact that you didn't end up liking me because of whatever. I just knew that they would end up so that I had a chance again. You had a chance regularly because people talk to me like, it doesn't matter that this girl didn't like him or that he didn't like this girl, he'll find another. So I'm just hoping that only find something he can see that I see in him. Because I definitely see something else in him different season, right? Right? Does that make sense? But no, that's just like me settling for being a second choice. Like, I hope that this girl doesn't like him, so he comes running back to me because he knows that I like him. That is so down bad. That is like, the more that I say it out loud, that is so embarrassing. Wow. I was so okay.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
What are you doing? Part 3. It is time for our authentication ritual. We're going to fully marinate ourselves in our new formulation. So chat for this experiment, we're going to marinate ourselves in a bath instead of the shower. My hypothesis is that this sudden change of environment will affect our Homo sapiens specimen, inducing further variabilities within our dicarboxyribonucleic acids. Adaptability is one of the most impressive components when it comes to the human species. Starting to feel certain sensations from our experiment. Since my pH balance mutated and rehabilitations and experimentations, overall mutations is one of the best indications when it comes to authenticity. Our hear me vessels are adapting well to our new form.
To be or not to be studying for your junior cert. Did I get you with that one? Let's talk about Merchant of Venice, Shakespeare. I had more people asking me about it, so I have my essay with me, and as you can see, 31 out of 35, so we were always up there. So let's talk about it. People need to hop on the iambic pentameter bandwagon because the iambic pentameter basically means like 10 syllables and 3 lines or something, but that's besides the point because that's not what you're going to say. You're going to say that Shakespeare uses iambic pentameter to display the difference in cost between Voice is again Antonio and Shylock, another of different classes because their families in the ghetto, the Jewish ghetto, because they were seen as second class citizens who were throwing shit at you guys. Okay, let's keep going. Write out in Roman numbers. Write it in like capital I, smaller I. So like Act 1 scene this. You can do that for your loser as well. Okay? Because it just makes you're just cooler. You're cooler. You're a cooler cat. Okay. Okay. Money, everybody wants money. Mention the 3,000 ducats, mention the loan that who takes out? Sanyo asks Antonio for this loan, and this is to marry Portia. So we see how money is central within the whole play. My former English teachers on this all the time mention cultural context, the fact that in the 1600s during the ancient times, that Jewish people were separated from Christian people, that Christian people couldn't take, or Jewish people couldn't take. Was it Jewish or Christian people that couldn't take interest? One of them couldn't take interest when they were giving out loans. No, I think it was Christian people that couldn't take interest when they were giving out loans. So they looked down on the Jewish people that were separated into the Jewish ghetto, and that is why, going back to the iambic pentameter, that is why an iambic pentameter is used by Antonio and not by Shylock, because that is that differentiation of class. My purse unlocked to your occasion. Again, money. He is basically saying that you can have all the money so long as you love me. Samya's description of Portia is very well, really. He calls her a lady richly lashed. So he cares more about the fact that she's wealthy than anything else about her personality. Sanyo came to Portia in Act 2 bearing gifts of rich Nanyu, which once again tells us that he has spent some of his loan on material things to win over Portia. Money over love again and again and again. In Act 2, when Shylock's money is stolen by his daughter, he mentions both his ducats and his daughter. But he mentions ducats 6 times, his daughter 5 times. Guys, this is the kind of stupid little detailed things that you can talk about that's gonna make you stand out in the crowd, but also make you sound so smart and so intelligent. He said ducats 6 times, and he said daughter 5 times. So he cares more about money than he does about his own blood daughter. To conclude, in conclusion, all fine and junior sir, but ultimately is what I've been taught by my gorgeous English teacher, and I love Jews ultimately all throughout my junior sir. Ultimately, money is more important and holds more value than love. You want to finish with a clip or repeat. I would always finish off with the world's a stage, and we are just the characters. Now, the world's a stage is the quote. And we are simply the characters that are drawn, that Shakespeare draws inspiration from. You're going to ace this junior sir, and you are going to make Merchant of Venice your TV or not TV? Sitting for your games.
What the hell? It's like, if you're killed this, then they're already, bro. You can punch that. Okay, you can, so you're going to punch off him. Good to know.
I am the Phoenix. Behold my cosmic.
I believe it's a red flag. When you think about your
Battle
partner
starts in 5,
24/7 and you love them
3,
so
2,
much that it causes you overwhelming anxiety because you don't know how to live without them, and you feel overwhelmed with love and adornment, and you just can't even handle it. Like you're so overwhelmed with stuff. If you're feeling like that in like the first
you're in the lead now.
months, whatever, enjoy it. If this hears it, because what this tells me, it tells me that he's overwhelmed with and anxiety and obsession. He's feeling that way because their partner is still in a relationship. He's disconnected from him. There's space. There's now emotional interest. I believe in that stuff. Love them so much. You're holding anxiety because you don't have worries.
A nice deep freeze. It's the easiest challenge people ever said. It's not up to top line, which should take 30 minutes to do an entire juicer paper if you know what you're doing. One live's get 100% in any juicer exam. Today is the juicer exam paper masterclass. Now between here, we'll be doing as many.
Senior. And plus, you're right. From London, man. I need some new, like, where's the new ad? Like, dirty ass. And be bloody ass. The stream snipe, you will be in the same server as stream one. Why would you remember to stream snipe? That sucks. South, you know, so you have Mickey's and what is that? Like no, remove them like nice. I'm not the school it's great. Guys, put it. The thing I'll do, I'll keep for them like. But by the way, they have this mechanism. That minigun, so that your minigun, what it's called. This guy, by the way, is the one that shot me at. Okay, I'll put it. Why are you guys flying on the line? You guys are coming down, what to do with you?
A nice deep freeze.
I don't even finish. I'm so fun. What are they going on? I'll come back after that, don't worry. I'm going to back. Okay, right. Shanice, you're not listening. You guys are talking to me. Shanice, you're not listening. We were talking the entire time. No, man. No, man. What do you mean, mums?
Now we can run, man.
Now, literally, no one was talking to me. Like, I'm trying to shoot these people that are shooting at me. These are going ahead. Like, what do I do? What do I do? No, people are gonna join me. I'm not the greatest. No, I'm not the greatest of greatest. I'm still a noob. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Like, I'm not the greatest. What do you mean, leave me? It's the wave. It's the wave. It's the wave.
Sorry.
Right, isn't it?
Junior Summons is the easiest exam you will ever see. Last night on TikTok Live, I showed it takes 30 minutes to do an entire Junior Cert paper, if you know what you're doing. Want to know how to get 100% in any Junior Cert exam? Today is the Junior Cert exam paper masterclass. Starting at 3 p.m., we will be doing as many papers as possible. Zero chance that you go into your exam without knowing everything.
I wish I could.
This is my.
Lately, I keep having this ugly thought that maybe all the people who hated me.
What was it
Part 2 of revising as much junior psychohistory as I can before I run out of time. Ireland became Christian around 400 AD. Palladius arrived in Ireland around 431 and St. Patrick arrived in Ireland around 432 AD. Monks lived in monasteries that were often located in remote places like Skellig Michael. Monks lived in beehive cells that had a corbelled roof. They prayed in churches called orchards and they ate in a room called a refectory. Other rooms in the monastery included workshops, guest houses, stables, and round towers, for example, Kindoch. Monks wore a robe called a cassula and they shaved the crown of their head, and this was called a tonsure. The head of a monastery was called an abbot. Monks studied and copied the Bible in a scriptorium. Their morning prayers were called matins and their evening prayers were called vespers. Some monks worked as missionaries, spreading the word of God abroad. For example, St. Columcille set up a monastery in Iona. Monks produced many different works of art, for example, chalices like the Ardagh chalice. And they were also incredibly talented at making manuscripts or handwritten books, for example, the Book of Kells. Christianity has made significant contributions in the island of Ireland. Scribes created illuminated manuscripts in the scriptorium and developed parchment. Monks carved high stone crosses to teach the illiterate Bible stories. Monks also produced silver chalices, clothiers, and brooches. Items such as the Book of Durham, across the scriptures, and the Ardagh chalice are all popular tourist attractions, and they're all excellent examples of the skill and craftsmanship of the monks in early Christian Ireland. Christianity brought reading and writing to Ireland. Before the arrival of Christianity, the old alphabet was used. After, the Latin alphabet was used. Monks created manuscripts in Latin and in Irish. Monks also taught people in the local community to read and write. St. Patrick's Day on the 17th of March is our national holiday. It is celebrated nationally and internationally, and it's part of our cultural identity. St. Patrick's Day is a major tourist attraction in Ireland. Abroad, in cities like Chicago and New York, we've actually put together. Pagan festivals in Ireland were replaced by Christian ones. For example, Imbolc was replaced by St. Bridget's Day. Christianity, particularly Catholicism, has played a significant role in Irish life. Legal in Celtic Ireland, but it then became illegal in Ireland again until 1996. There have been many different conflicts in the island of Ireland as a result of religion, for example, the Troubles. Let's move on to the first lived in modern daily basis. For example, Trim
Maximum! Another epic victory!
Be careful, that's really, really hot. Don't touch it.
It's hot.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Only one team wins this. Try to make it yours. You're in the lead now. Try to make it last.
Are you stupid? Be careful, that's really, really hot. Don't touch it.
I'm doing this my way. Judge, jury, executioner.
Fine. No, that's not even Swayze's part.
Someone clip this! You are running for our lives! No!
Oh,
I'm not scared.
oh,
I grabbed his junk and twisted quite hard. Stop him. Try Pizza Hut for the first time. Every experience.
Jesus, you're self-defense, baby. You were born this way.
Someone clip this!
trust me all day. The music starts in 26 days. This is how you get the most marks you have in geography. Number 1 is prioritize your keywords. When an examiner is testing your paper, they have a list of keywords and they have marks for each keyword basically. So no matter how you explain something, if you don't have that keyword like erosion, you're not going to get the mark. Number 2, point, explain, example. Once you get this down, you are going to fly the exam. So for example, coastal erosion happens because waves are constantly hitting the cliffs. This weakens the rock over time, and the cliffs are lower, example, in Ireland. The music starts in 6 days, so I'm going to show you how to learn all Irish essay in 15 minutes. in this last. The junior cert starts this day next week, so if you're failing maths, this video is for you. This is how you're not going to fail maths, okay? Number 1, which is so important, do not forget to do this, write the formula. Before you even start a question, write down the formula. If you go in, sit down, the first thing you do is write the formulas, you're already on a good start. You're already picking up marks before you even actually tried the question. Number 2, please do not forget to write every single step of your workings. If you just write the answer, the examiner cannot give you the mark. Even if you've done it on your calculator and you've written the answer, they cannot give you the mark. You need to write the full answer down. You did.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The junior cert starts.
Only one team wins this.
Please, if you are doing Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and you're not mentioning this, you're literally losing out on the fact that you're doing a movie that is animated and not a live action movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse by Rob Perschetti, Rodney Rothman, and Peter Ramsey. You have to mention the directors. Do it. Put it in your introduction. Just show them that you know it. Because they're just going to be like, wow, she's so immersed in her learning. Also, write a little poem at the top of your essay because it's cute and examiners like to see it. You can shorten things. So, Merchant of Venice, Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse, you can write them once fully. You have to write them once fully because if you just write SPITV, ISV, they're not going to get it. So you're going to have to write it once, and then you can write it in little brackets. I'll fill up here in little brackets, and the examiner will know what you're saying, and you're allowed to do that because you want to save that sweet time that you have in the exam. At the beginning of the movie, before of the movie, don't say movie, say film. At the beginning of the film, Miles, we see him moving kind of like slower. He's not moving fluidly. He's moving at 12 frames per second. You can just say 12 FPS. Yes, you don't have to say frames per second, but you can write it out if you want to. I'm not stopping you. Once he gets bit by the spider, the animation shifts to 24 frames per second, which is a symbolism of the buildings Roman nature of the film. The fact that he is coming of age, the fact that he's evolving into a courageous, brave young man who can take that leap of faith. Leap of faith is another quote, right? See, you gotta embed those quotes like that. You don't want to say this quote, blah, blah, blah. You want to say leap of faith, the leap of faith that Miles took. See, it's like it's just in the sentence. It's embedding the quote. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, I forgot that I had all my notes on my iPad, so we're just going through them now. The jump in animation for Miles highlights the journey he goes on and the revolutionary animation in this movie. New, exciting, modern, futuristic, revolutionary, groundbreaking, stylized, new, contemporary, multi-face animation. Don't tell me that you don't have an adjective to describe the way that this movie works, okay? I just gave you 6 million. Guys, talk about the score in this song. It's so beautiful, it's so contemporary, and it's so like modern because he's a young lad. He's a young hope. Should I be saying that? I don't know. But, anyways, Sunflower, gorgeous song, modern, contemporary, rap, R&B, appealing to audience, and represents the character Miles. Okay, now let's talk about all the quotes. No matter how many hits I take, I always come back. Peter Parker talks about resilience, it talks about courage, and it talks about strength. Our family doesn't run from things, Miles. This was Miles' mother, so he's alluding to the fact that something big is going to happen and Miles is going to have to face it and he's not allowed to run away because that's not what the family does. It always fits, eventually. Stan Lee says that. And he's talking about the Spider-Man costume. At the beginning of the movie, we see Miles in this shoddy, commercial Spider-Man costume, but then towards the end, he finally has his own because he comes into his character and this movie is about evolving into who you really are and having the courage to take that leap of faith into being who you are. I never thought I'd be able to do any of this stuff, but I can. Once again, resilience, power, growing up, being able to take on the big fine world. Anyone can learn master. You can. Especially worst possible day.
I gotta go in a sec.
Then next week is Irish Paper 1. And tell me honestly, have you memorized the essays? If you have, I'm impressed. But if you haven't, I'm here to help. You know what time it is. This is Ruby, and this is Ruby's guide to an Irish essay. Now, Ruby's main tip for this essay is not to go into quality paragraphs. And out of these 8 paragraphs, we can pick and mix 70 different combinations of essays. Let me expand. For example, my 8 paragraphs are as follows: crime, drugs, gambling, AI, sport, Irish in the media, Irish in politics, and Irish in schools. Another tip is that there will always be a general essay. Let me show you. 2025, 2024 deferred, 2024, 2023 deferred, 2023, you get the point. The general topics could appear as either an essay or a debate, so never underestimate the debate. Many people think they need a sharp vocal for each paragraph. I disagree. With 1 or 2 sharp vocals, you keep the essay realistic. I know I don't speak in riddles, so why would I pretend I do? This is only a very compact amount of advice, but I hope it will ease the workload for you all. Good night, luck, my friends. Good luck. Stop right there. This day next week is Irish Paper 1. And tell me honestly, have you memorized 20 essays? If you have, I'm impressed. But if you haven't, I'm here to help. You know what time it is. This is Ruby, and this is Ruby's guide to an Irish essay. Now, Ruby's main tip for this essay.
I'm continuing to assignment. Oh my god, I'm just 1 minute and a half of it. Oh my lord, I'm actually going cockeyed.
God, no, seriously though, I have zero dedication to study. But the thing is, it's not even my fault. There's literally nowhere I can study. Libraries suck, cafes are so cramped, and I just can't focus at home. So after graduating Harvard, I sold everything to build the world's biggest 24/7 study cafes, with each one motivate is harder. We already open that already lasts around 4 or 5 hours. So when you pick it's all every topic in paper 1, then we go through questions for every topic in paper 1. So it's like algebra, functions, complex numbers, calculus, finance and maths. That probably take me roughly around 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours. You can just watch the recording. You don't have to come the entire time. You watch the recording afterwards. Yeah, you may know the website. So when you buy it, when you buy the maths exam with the second, you get the exam. You buy 2. You buy both of them at once. You get both of them. So it's tomorrow one. So it's starting tomorrow. So there's one section. And the 52 section is on 16. But today I was doing some juicer kind of but that was long. My juice was just so much something. That was long. You know, I thought I would sting it quite huge. I just called it something. Because both the papers are combined for me, so it's on a paper 1, paper 2. It's so weird. I mean, that's up to that, man. So I'll get to wait for them to buy something. Yeah, I lost it. Then you have to sit on the 50. Yeah, you have class, you guys take in there. But we're gonna go over going our maths down. The maths look out there, but I didn't know. I think the water or ice types of it. One of those two. I think water probably most likely. I think on that maths right first. We're going to like tomorrow as well. Do maths? Probably just do maths pretty good.
That's essentially how you do that.
It's a really inspired by everything I really paid. It isn't really good. It's fast and still good.
Reborn again. Good times.
Let's look at this history of this. Let's have a little look at the Home Rule crisis 1912 to 1914. Home rule was a concept that Irish nationalists had been trying to have introduced in Ireland from the mid to late 19th century. And by the start of the 20th century, it finally looked like this was going to be a reality. This was going to happen for Ireland. Home rule is the idea that a parliament in Dublin would take care of small or domestic issues like education and healthcare. Whereas the...
Without hesitation. So we're back, and today we're in Iran in County Kilkenny.
I can't. Okay, blurt page. Right, number 1. William Catson. Next. Hey, right, practice paper.
If you've been debating getting a Ninja Krumi or your parents won't let you get a Ninja Krumi, send them this video or watch this video yourself. Get one right flipping now. Let your child get one right flipping now. This is the best investment I have ever made. This is the best £200 I have ever spent. I can have a pint of ice cream before bed every single night. And it tastes unbelievable. And it's low calorie. It's good because it's healthy. It's not shit ice cream like Ben & Jerry's that's got like 1 million calories in it. It's low calorie ice cream. What is not to love about that? And it tastes incredible.
The battle starts in
Cheers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What a way to finish my day.
Alexander,
come back to sleep. I have an early meeting out of town. It's still dark outside. I know. I just need to write something down. Alexander, come back to sleep.
No, she dipped me. Okay, I'm washed now. Yeah, it is, but I'm gonna try to keep learning her. It took me a while to learn how to aim on Luna, but you just gotta find the right sense that works for you.
Oh, shit, hey.
Never in my life did I think I would stay this long in a TikTok live. Really? That's so sweet. I will take that.
It's today. The first ever Marvel Rival 20 will be posted today at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be no script. There will be no plan. I'm doing this completely blind. It's going to be awesome. The format is as follows. The contestants will appear at 9.
Stop these questions. They're not that hard. You have 2. First thing we're going to do is label the triangle. Here's our right angle. The line that is across from it is our hypotenuse. Let's do this one. Here's our right angle triangle. Here's the right angle. The line across from it is hypotenuse. This is the angle we're dealing with it. The opposite one, it's called the opposite. This is the angle we're dealing with. The opposite one, it's called the opposite. And on the side over, it's called the adjacent. Right, let's start this question. We're trying to find this length. What I'm going to do is I've got socket tool written out. I'm going to take what I have. I have the hypotenuse, so I take the inches. I'm going to take what I'm looking for, which is the A for adjacent. I'm going to use cap. I write out one of these triangles. It's like this I'm looking for the adjacent, so I'm covering the A. C just means cos angle. So I'm going to say the adjacent. Take this. Cos 42. If your calculator opens up a bracket, make sure you close it again. Times by h, which is 19. Let's take it on the calculator. Head equals the answer. It's 14.1. Take the units. Centimeters. Next. I have the opposite. I take the O's. I'm looking for the hypotenuse. I take the inches. So it's 9.
Winning. Double KO.
Where are you going?
Wow, 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 wow.
I think we should get a divorce. What?
Don't forget, prepare your key scenes for the Merchant of Venice. What are the key scenes? Well, Act 1, Scene 1, Act 1, Scene 3, Act 3, Scene 1, and Act 4, Scene 1. So we have the opening scene, which is crucial. Have that prepared. Remember, you have to be able to talk about the dynamics between Antonio and Bassanio and their friendship, and how that is the starting point for the plots. Act 4, Scene 1, of course, that's the trial scene. You know that scene, upside down, inside out, and backwards. I have never seen a question in study drama where you won't be able to use information from the trial scene from the Merchant of Venice to answer the question comprehensively. Remember, Act 1, Scene 3, and Act 3, Scene 1, they are Shylock scenes. In Act 1, Scene 3, we first meet Shylock and we learn his resentment and the bitter treatment that he has received at the hands of Antonio and the general populace of Venice. And the same thing happens in Act 3, Scene 1. That's the famous Cappuccino Times scene. And that is a soliloquy. And I think that's a very important speech for you to prepare. So, Merchant of Venice students.
Only 40.
Can you prove to me? Can you replay it in front of my own eyes?
It's not just.
Can you make me involved in it?
It's not just an opinion. It's a stated, documented fact.
Yes, but you're not getting my point. I completely agree that document, in my opinion, is correct. But you can't recreate it in front of my own eyes and make it happen.
Can you call it a fact?
In my opinion, yes.
Okay.
My opinion, yes. Your opinion, God made Adam and Eve. That's a fact in your opinion. It's the whole point of an opinion. These lot in the comments are being like, oh, did this happen?
The whole World War II thing, like it's a similar analogy as to we were not.
Of course, in my opinion, of course it happened. But some people believe that the Holocaust was fake.
But it's not just it happening. Would you consider it? The terminology is very important. A fact that it happened.
My opinion, yes.
That it was a fact that it happened.
My opinion, yes. Okay. Other people's opinion might be no. Do you believe the Holocaust was a fact? Do you believe that happened?
100%.
There you go. Do other people think it happened? No. Certain people, there's a small minority on the planet that don't believe that happened.
Yeah, but these are the minority where I would be convinced that it's ignorance and...
Convinced is an opinion. That's the way that your brain works.
I'm highly convinced that it's ignorance. So ignorance...
Yeah, so highly convinced in your opinion. It's a high opinion. It's a strong opinion of yours.
Yes.
It's the same thing, but you're just wording it in a different way.
No, but regardless of the semantics on it, it's ignorance. So ignorance, clear as day, is not wanting...
Yeah, 100%. I think people that don't believe it are ignorant. Yes, I believe that as well, but that's my belief. Their belief is that it didn't happen. That's their opinion. Everybody's brain works in its own way. This is going like the same. You can ask me any question in the comments, like, I'll tell you the exact same answer. Like, you just ask in the comments.
Appreciate you, Queen, for these.
You can have an opinion, man.
Yeah, I'm just for in, if I see something documented and I see something is written, the Bible is there, the Quran is there, the Torah is there, they all push onto religion. I'm just a strong believer that it happens.
Yeah, exactly. You're a believer. I'm personally a believer that in terms of religion and the way that Adam and Eve were put on this planet by God, I personally believe that wasn't a thing. And because I'm allowed to believe in whatever the fuck I want to believe. It's so weird. So all these asking questions in the comments, you're just going to get the same answer over and over. Because I'll ask you a different question, you'll also say what you believe. So like, I don't get how you get anywhere with this. Like, you're not in the comments who's fucking wake up and go to bed. Yeah, Miss Elegant Edge, it's basically just about religion. The topic is really, do people believe that, you know, the document is evidence of the Bible or, you know, the Quran or whatever you follow, it all follows from God, and is it true? And, you know, is it true? Do you essentially believe in God? That's essentially what the topic is. Yeah, see, I've never heard of him. Is he streaming? Is he on TikTok? I'm gonna jump off now. Yeah, no worries, Harry, man. It was a good conversation. I was just interested in myself. 100%, man. Why are they talking now? Right, sorry, bring it. Alright, BE. Right. Yeah, true. Your opinion says your opinion, but love guys, I'm safe. Love up. Yo, Miss Elegant Edge, I thought you were gonna request stuff. I'm curious, actually. You're probably busy right now.
Well, no, because everybody's entitled to their opinion.
For sure.
You know where I stand with that.
I know exactly where you stand. I know.
Yeah. I'm not going to debate. I'm not. And where I stand with it, so.
For sure.
I was just listening.
Yeah, no, it was an interesting conversation. Like, I've had a conversation with Harry, and I you know, Harry has his own ideologies and things like that, and I don't refute them, you know, like, we're born on this planet to be able to have our own mental capacity.
Right.
And it's a brilliant thing being able to have your own mental capacity. I think it was just trying to understand the mindset, and that's what I was really trying to, like, get that middle ground. I was trying to understand the whole thing, because, and it was such a presence to say that it happened. So with evidence against this, there's always evidence. And that's what I kind of went, that's interesting. Like, that's really, really
Well, and a lot of people are like that, and that's okay. But that's the beautiful thing. But that's the beautiful thing about the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, we're called to have blind faith.
Right.
You know what I mean? So somebody that believes that Jesus was the Messiah versus somebody that doesn't. That's hard, but there's evidence in the Bible, you know, versus wow, some people believe that he was real and some people don't. That's Judaism versus Christianity. But the whole reason why Jesus came to save us in the first place, he came to abolish religion. The Pharisees, the Sadducees, and all of those people were pushing that religion. Yes, and he's a jealous God. And you can push the Quran, you can push the Holy Bible, you can push, you know, whatever it may be, right? But the Bible is the only book that says every tongue will be, every knee will bow and every tongue will confess. And there is no God before me. In the Quran, I do believe that it states if you want to know more about Jesus, then you need to reference the Holy Bible. It doesn't say go over here to this book and look this up. It says this is the living word. This is the bread of life. The Holy Spirit is all. So that's why faith is where Adam and Eve come in. You know what I mean? But that's, you know, like I said, you know where I stand. So
yeah, no, I know for sure. So like there's slides that's positive.
Judge, jury, executioner! Thank you very much.
put on a show. They've come from behind, but you can still turn this around.
Fantastic! Whoa!
You're in the lead now. Try to make it last. But you can still turn this around.
Judge, jury, started. Executioner!
You can still turn this around. I am ready to put on a show.
Very much. Guess Gunshoe's got my back after all. Armed and dangerous!
Triple KO.
Again!
You can still turn this around.
Khonshu, watch over me.
Another epic victory. Big win.
I'm just a sword for hire. Because you're so much bigger than me.
Never let the Black Cat cross your path.
Some unwanted. You won't be needing that. Hup. Good fortune for me. That's one less life. Double KO. Unlucky you. Good fortune for me. That's 3. Give me that luck. Wow, 4 in a row. Careful, I bite. You crossed my path! Gotcha! Always bet on black. Gotcha! Double KO! That's 3! Dangerous. Gotcha! Wow, 4 in a row. 5! That's amazing! 6 in a row. Way to go! Careful! Unbelievable! We can't all land on our feet. Deliciously tasty. That's one less life. Deliciously dangerous. Deliciously dangerous. We can't all land on our feet. Careful, I bite. Some unwanted guests. Yoink! Give me that luck. Double KO! You won't be needing that. Beautiful and deadly. Double KO! Unlucky you. You won't be needing that. That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row. Double KO! Cat's claws! Good fortune for me! That's 3! Wow, 4 in a row! Good fortune for me! 5! That's amazing! Give me that luck! 6 in a row! Way to go! You won't be needing that! Unbelievable! You crossed my path! Gotcha! Double KO! That's 3! Wow, 4 in a row! 5! That's amazing! 6 in a row! Way to go! suspiciously think. Yeah. Always bet on black. Me. Yeah. Beautiful and deadly. Yeah. That's why I'm in charge. Deliciously dangerous. You're all out of lives. Yeah. Luck wasn't on your side. Yeah. Always bet on black. Yeah. The hits keep coming. Well, well, who do we have here? Hup. Cross strike. Yoink! Give me that luck. Do better. Double KO. That's one less good fortune for me. That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.